is a bit from something that's unfinished, but it has the highway vibe. In this scene, Ellen, our heroine, has just broken up with her boyfriend, Jerry, because she wants to get married and settle down, and he wants to go do the 60s. So he offers to marry her anyway, and she has the brains to say no, but nobody's happy. After he had gone, she kept herself from running after him by imagining what it would be like to be married to him. Then she went back to bed and slept as long as she could. When she got up, she called Robert and told him what she had done. And then she got in the car and drove down to Los Angeles to Teague's house. Brooding in the fast lane, she missed the Laurel Canyon exit and cut across 3 lanes, cursing, to get off and turn around. An interchange she didn't want coiled around 101 as it headed into Hollywood, encapsulating a thicket of oleander and eucalyptus. As she passed, a white chicken stuck its head out of the bushes and cackled at her. Ellen hit the brakes. There was another one farther down, bustling along the shoulder, eating bugs. She slowed, entranced, while a black T-bird tailgated her. The chicken squawked and scuttled back into the brush. The T-bird honked furiously. Ellen pulled over and parked on the shoulder and pretended to have car trouble. She had heard rumors of the freeway chickens, but she'd never seen them. They made her think of Jerry. She sat on the guardrail and watched them foraging in the brush until a cop came along. "Miss, you can't park here." The chickens were reflected in his dark glasses. "Oh," Ellen stood up. "I think there's something wrong with my car." "Let me look at it." "It just stopped," Ellen said, trailing him. The cop turned the key. "It's running now, miss, so you get it off the freeway, you hear?" Ellen smiled at him brightly and nodded. The chicken looked out of the oleanders at her. The chickens watched her pull into traffic. They were 6th-generation freeway chickens and had no memory of life before the nests in the oleanders and the eucalyptus, the half-acre of undergrowth beside the Hollywood freeway. But the grandmothers had told them their origin myth. The overturned truck, the broken latches on the cages, the wild flight into the oleanders. Over and over, the chickens knew the enemy had sent trucks and people to hunt them, blundering through the shrubbery with nets. Some were entangled and taken away, but never all of them. Always there were chickens in the oleanders, a drift of white feathers by the roadside. To hunt them, the coyotes had to cross the freeway, and so they prospered. They watched her drive away, but they were unconcerned now. Women in cars were not chicken business, unless they had nets. Chicken business was bugs and grass seed and defending nesting spots from those lower in the pecking order. The coyotes watched her go too, the way they watched everything, including the chickens that they couldn't get at. The woman in the car looked light to them, untethered, and they wondered if she knew where she was going. Thank you.